Alright, what's going on? Welcome back to another TK421 Collectibles video. Today, this figure, I've had viewers who said, don't get this figure, it's like really bad. But I've seen, so I've taken them comments on board obviously, but I've seen some reviews that are saying it's quite good. Some reviews are saying that it's like the worst thing ever. I wanted to get it in the collection for myself to have a look, so it's, because I wanted a 6 scale representation of General Grievous in the collection. Because I'm not sure Hot Toys would ever get around to doing it. So yeah, Sideshow Collectibles General Grievous. Let's have a look.
TK421, why aren't you at your post?
Because I'm busy buying collectibles, sir.
Okay, as always, let's have a quick look at the box then. I mean, it's a pretty imposing box. It's like pretty gigantic. So yeah, picture the figure on the front. General Grievous 6 scale. Sideshow Collectibles, and then on the back they've got another close-up look at the figure, which looks pretty amazing. So let's get this box open. So taking the lid off, we get an art inlay card, which looks amazing. I do like that. Look at that. A bit like sort of Hot Toy style. General Grievous 6 scale figure. And we'll remove this, and hopefully we should see the figure. A layer of foam under that, well protected, and then there we go, there's the figure. That's looking pretty cool already. So let's get this figure out, have a look at the accessories. So attached to the lid of the box there's a tray of double layered tray of accessories. So this is the first one. We get an electro staff, which looks that looks ace. That it's kind of plain plastic in the middle, but the silver effect and the electro stuff at the end looks really good. We get the blaster, which I think is the one that obviously Obi-Wan Kenobi uses to kill him.
So uncivilized.
That looks pretty cool. So yeah, nicely weathered, bronzy gold kind of looking blaster there, and then we get a selection of lightsabers. I mean, these feel pretty good, these. I think they're magnetised as well. They're just like, you know, if they stick together, it's like the chrome effect on that, and you can see like kind of the seam. This one looks pretty good, and then this one. So we get 4 lightsaber hilts, and then 4 lightsaber hilts that are activated with the blades. We've got green and 2 blue ones, 2 green and 2 blue. And then you get like his base, which is pretty cool actually compared to the other Sideshow bases from what I've seen. This looks pretty decent. Obviously General Grievous style kind of pattern on there, and then the grabber, looking pretty impressive that. And then the other main accessory obviously is this amazing looking cloak. It's got the pockets in here for the lightsabers. The material on it's really good. It's like, you see the stitching in it and everything, the pattern on it looks fantastic. That obviously I think it's got the signature logo on the back, design going up the front of it. It looks amazing, that, and this clasp here, that looks cool. I think I'll definitely have to have him with the robe on. I think looks amazing. That they're good quality. That feels like really good quality. That. So let's have a look at the figure up close. Well, firstly, I just wanted to see if he could stand upright, that unaided, and it's pretty stable, to be honest, in this configuration anyway. So obviously got some swap out arms for when his arms split with his 4 lightsabers, but I mean, that's not looking too bad. Stability wise, obviously it's in no sort of pose at all, other than just a standard kind of museum pose. I mean, normally obviously he'd be hunched over in here, but yeah. So let's have a close-up look. He's really tall for starters, so I mean the head sculpt looks really good. But when I've seen it on some of the pictures, it looked a bit like overly kind of plasticky with hardly any weathering on it, but the weathering seems really good on that. I do like that. His eyes look pretty cool as well. And he's got all this stuff around his throat and everything. So he's got all that pipe work down there into his chest area. Looking really cool, that. I do like that. I mean, I was fortunate to pick this up on, it was a discount. I think it was like 30% off or something, and I had a few Sideshow points as well, so managed to get this for quite a good deal. But so far, so impressed. I'm not sure whether he's going to fit into the Detolf though, especially not stood up like that. But yeah, moving down the figure then. God, there's a lot to it really. I mean, it looks pretty flimsy and he's quite light, but like with the battle droid we just reviewed in the previous video or whenever it was, it's light and looks a bit flimsy. But I mean, the engineering that's gone into it, you can tell they've done some good stuff here, I think. Obviously all the weathering down here all scratched. As you can see, all the armour kind of scuffed up. That goes right the way down to all the way down his legs and feet and everything. But yeah, so far so good. There's no instructions in the box that I could find, so I guess you just start pulling his arms off and sticking the other ones on. But yeah, digging that mask and head sculpts and everything, that is a lot better than I was expecting, to be honest. So pretty pleased with that. Yeah, that's cool. Right, let's see if we can see how articulated he is. Right, so articulation then, I mean, I honestly, I don't know how many points of articulation it's got. I'm just kind of winging it, just having an experiment as I'm going along. So, and I'm trying to be delicate as well because I don't want to break it. So his head, there's some little bit of movement at the head, but I don't want to like kind of pull this because there's all this pipe work and stuff going down. There's all pipes in here and things like that, so I don't really want to start ragging that around. But so there's a little bit of movement there, but also I think there's a bit of waist twist as well, which is cool. And the arms look like, so on the ball joint at the top up there. So again, there's quite a decent range of motion there, and then the bicep kind of expands down with these like metal pipes, which is pretty cool. And then there's kind of a bicep, well, like an elbow curl there. So that's probably looks like about the best you're going to get on that. That's pretty cool, that. And then I think I'll do this hand's kind of extended a bit more, so 6 fingers, which is cool. And they open up, they're all articulated as well. They're all articulated as far as that is, but it does look like it kind of grips, it could grip a lightsaber pretty well. And again, that arm goes like that. And the legs, it's like a joint in there, a bit creaky that, don't like the sound of that, but and then that's on a ratchet at the knee, which is that feels pretty solid. And then all this stuff as well, you can turn that any way you want it really, round. I think these go at the front, and obviously a shin guard there. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's try and pose him up. Yeah, so I'll just try to stick these the expanding arm split things. So you just take the other arm off and just plug this into his shoulder. That's a good fit. That's looking good. There he is with his 4 arms. That looks ace. That. You've just got to kind of get the weight distribution right, I think. Like with any figure really, but obviously there's a lot more going on with this one. So he's standing pretty much, yeah, unaided. All 4 of his arms extended. Oh, that's cool. That. Yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments. I know he's quite a divisive figure, just because I think a lot of people didn't think the quality was that good, but it's a little bit flimsy and some of the joints are a little bit creaky, to be honest, but can't really see any negatives at the moment, so it's looking pretty cool. One of the other good things about the figure, the hands grip the lightsabers really well, because they've got a magnetic patch on the hand itself, so they grip the lightsabers really well. I thought that might be a bit of an issue, that they'd be a bit loose, but I mean, obviously I can move them, but when they're just on pose like that, they look great. They're not going anywhere, them. Spot on. Okay, so just tried to get him in the pose with all 4 lightsabers going at the same time. I've used the stand because he's a bit top heavy. Once you get them other arms on and like kind of splayed out, but I think I mean it only took a few minutes to get that pose together, and it's not too bad. But yeah, I think it just probably needs like just a bit of patience really to get the posing together. But I just think that's going to take up too much space. So I'm going to have to switch this up. So yeah, back to the unfolded arms then. Just got him moulding 2 lightsabers this time. Again, it is a bit of a balancing act, I've got to admit, literally, to get him to stand up. But again, it's just all about weight distribution, which I'm notoriously bad at with my figures, to be honest. That's why I always use the stand. I think this is looking really cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this sort of content. Obviously there's more stuff on the way, but yeah, let me know in the comments whether you've got this figure or whether you got the version 1. This is obviously the 2.0, the reissue. I'm impressed with it. It does take, like I say, a little bit of time to pose it, but once you've kind of got him balanced okay, I think it's absolutely spot on. Looks amazing. There's a quick pose, just wanted to get him with the electro staff. The legs quite far apart there, so it helps to stabilise his stance really, but again, you just got to distribute the weight properly. The joints, I think the only issue with this probably is the joints might start to get looser and looser as you repose it, so I think I'm going to do another couple of poses and then maybe just have him in one pose then, for a while anyway, and not forever. But yeah, because I do like that. I do like this electro staff thing. It's cool. So in the collection, I'll probably go for something like this. It's got the blaster. It's pretty stable. I've put the stand there just in case, but lightsabers in the pockets. And there's his face. The only thing about this cloak's amazing. It feels like really good, and it's got a really good clasp up there. But it covers the organ sac and everything under there, which is a bit of a shame. But obviously that's what it does. It's a cloak and it covers stuff up. But I just think it looks really good. That my posing not so good, obviously. Still working on that, but the figure, I really like it. Well impressed with it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Really appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber already, just hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon. I'd really appreciate it. And thanks to all my existing subscribers, obviously, for sticking with the channel. I hope you like this General Grievous 6-scale collectible figure from Sideshow. And finally, here he is, trying to just recreate that scene where he's adding another saber to his collection.
Your lightsabers will make a fine addition to my collection.
Yeah, I mean, really impressed with it. I can understand people's frustrations with it, to be honest, because it is really fiddly to get right in a pose. And obviously, if yours arrived broken, and I know there was bad experiences with the arms and stuff for some people, I think some collectors, but touch wood, everything seems absolutely fine for mine. Nothing snapped, nothing's broken. everything works as expected. Well, like I say, I can understand people's frustrations with it. It does take quite a bit of you know, patience to get it in a decent pose. But yeah, once it's in a pose that you like, I think it is a brilliant figure, amazing. It's going to look fantastic in the Revenge of the Sith shelf. So yeah, hope you like that quick look at General Grievous. If you want to chat about this figure or anything else in the collection, I'll see you in the comments. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Take it easy. And he's a tall chap, so the question I always need to ask myself is, will he fit in a Detolf? And yeah, he does.